Hey everybody, it's Alicia and I am here with Liz, the 1954 22K, and Elouise, who is strutting her free arm style from 1960. So I wanted to do a video kind of going over some of the differences between these two 22Ks because there are some subtle differences just in between the years of production, from the earlier style to the later style, and obviously with the badges, which we'll talk a little bit more about here in just a moment. The 22Ks are definitely, I want to say highly sought after. I mean, let's face it, what person wouldn't want to own one of these bad boys? They do have a heftier price tag, and they have an even bigger price tag when you're just going from the badge with the decorative around it and the red S badge too. So let's talk about that. This badge right here is the gold badge with the decorative rim. This badge actually was in production from 52 to 58, which it obviously fits in with the year of this machine at a 54. And then the red S badge, which is in a collector standpoint, highly sought after, more sought after, rarer than the two of them, but those ran from 59 to 61, and that's also true for both the 22Ks and the 221s. You can see here that they have convertible beds, so this is what it looks like when you have the thumb place here. All you do is unscrew that, so that's what I've done on Elouise, and you just slide this bed completely off, and then you have that free arm available for, you know, sewing doll clothes, sewing clothes for your own little ones or even yourself. And then placing this back on here is typically done with ease. It does like to hang up on my cloth here, so bear with me. Just line up the shafts. There's one on either side. This one's a little bit smaller on the back side. And just slide it in there. You don't want to tug on it too much. Just give it a little tug, but not, you don't have to like rip it apart or anything like that. And you want to be careful, you know, with the machines just for chipping the paint. Some of the differences that I've seen just between these two models was just the lettering on the light switch. So the 54 had what I'd consider a thicker lettering. It seems like it's more pushed together than the 60 that had a lot thinner stroke in the lettering and was wider. The other thing that I noticed was the so darn function on the 60 here. This is not all chrome, it's the chrome and the black, where the 54 had all chrome. And that so darn function is also something that differentiates these particular machines from the 221. This enables the feed dogs to raise or lower, and you do not get that with the 221s. The 221s, you're gonna put the feed dog cover plate on there, but this allows you that function. Another thing that I noticed between these two is that this has the chrome bobbin winder, whereas the 60 had a Bakelite bobbin winder. And if you do any reading on the Featherweight shop's schoolhouse website, Christian, I don't know if it was this year, earlier this year, or I should say earlier last year, well, it was last year because this is 2019. He did some research in on the throat plates on the 22Ks. There are two kinds. This is the reflective, as you can see it's shiny, and this is what is called the non-glare. The reflective is more common in the 22Ks, and it's actually seen throughout the whole production of the 22Ks. The non-glare, however, seems to be more prominent, if not completely, in the latter half of production from 59 to 61. This Elouise has, as you guys had seen with my troubleshooting video, the original 220, 240 volt motor, and Liz's motor has been switched out to the 110 motor. So that's just one less thing that she doesn't have to worry about using the converter that you have to use if your motor is left to the European motor on there. Both of these machines, the 22Ks in general, again, are highly collectible machines. I've seen this, the gold decorative badge, go anywhere between $1,500 and $1,800, And then the red S badges are very high in price, up there, closer to $2,200, you know, and on. But the machines are the exact same. They just have subtle differences, as do all featherweights. I'm somewhat partial to the 22Ks. They are my favorite. I like featherweights just in general, but I really, really like the 22Ks, and I'm really excited to get started on Liz and get her all fixed up and share with all of you guys her cleanup. You know, as I'm looking at the machine, I'm already seeing some detail work that will definitely make this machine shine, and then also have Elouise fixed up for my next little sewing project that I plan on sharing with all of you. So hopefully you enjoyed this little bit of information, and if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And thank you so much for joining us here at Featherweight 38.